Okay, so today's lesson is 10.10, part 2 and part 3. So we're going to look at part 2 first, surface area of a pyramid. So when we're looking at the surface area of a pyramid, remember to name a pyramid, you have to look at the base of the pyramid. What shape does it make? So if you'll notice that this is a rectangular pyramid. And so now the bottom, or the base of the pyramid, we're going to find out what the area is. So if you have a parallelogram, what's the formula for a parallelogram? So you should have written A is equal to BH. So A is equal to, the base is 5, times the height of the base is 5, and 5 times 5 is 25. Now how many bases do you see in the rectangular pyramid? Well, hopefully you said 1, so here this you would write 25 centimeters square. Now let's look at the sides of the pyramid. I'm going to highlight. Here's the sides. What shape is that? Hopefully that is, you had said that is a triangle. So the formula for area of a triangle is A is equal to 1/2 base times height. A is equal to 1/2 times the base of the triangle is 5, and the height of the triangle is right here, which is 10 over 1. Okay, you can cross reduce. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 10 5 times. 5 times 5 is 25, so area is equal to 25. Now there are 4 sides to a pyramid because it's a rectangular, because the rectangle has 4 sides. So you're going to multiply 25 times 4, which equals 100 centimeters square. Once you have all of that, you're going to add. So the answer is 125 centimeters square is the surface area of a rectangular pyramid for this one. All right, what I'd like you to do is try this one on your own, and when you're ready, go ahead and push play. So hopefully, if you had highlighted this, you had highlighted your rectangle. So you should have known that since it's a rectangle, the formula would be A is equal to BH. A is equal to, base is 4, height is 4, and 4 times 4 is 16, and there's only one bottom or one rectangle, so it'll be 16 centimeters square. Now the side, if I highlight the side, you will see the forms a triangle, so formula is A is equal to 1/2 BH. A is equal to 1/2 times the base of the triangle is 4 over 1 times the height of the triangle, which is 23. So 23 over 1. Cross reduce, 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 4 twice. So now you're going to multiply 2 times 23 and you get 46. But remember, there are 4 sides to the pyramid. So you're going to multiply 46 times 4 and you'll get 184 centimeters square. Add up 16 plus 184 and you'll get 200 centimeters square. Okay, so that's part 2. Now we're on part 3. Part 3 is surface area of a cylinder. So a cylinder has 2 circles. Understand, whenever you're working with circles, you have the pi. That is the only time you ever use pi is with circles. So you have 2 circles, the top and bottom of a cylinder, and you have a rectangle shape. So here, if I take a piece of paper and make it into a cylinder, okay, so this is my cylinder. You have your top and you have your bottom. But if you unfolded the side, you end up having a rectangle. So if you unfold it. The other thing I want you to notice is if I have a cylinder, to get this part right here is the circumference. So if I unfolded this, it's really the circumference of the circle. So this part right here is the circumference of the circle. Or here you can say length of rectangle or side of cylinder is equal to circumference of the circle. All right, top and bottom is the circle. So how do you find the area, or what is the formula for area of a circle? Hopefully you had known that was A is equal to pi r squared. We're going to keep pi as pi. We're not going to multiply it. So in terms of pi. So now you have A is equal to pi, so you keep pi. R is radius, which is 2, so you write 2 squared. And then you have A is equal to pi, 2 squared is 4. There's a top and a bottom, so that's why you multiply it by 2. So if you keep pi as pi, and you multiply 4 times 2 is 8. So 8 pi, and your units is feet square. Okay, your side. If you look at this shape right here, what shape is that? Well, hopefully you said that's a rectangle. So to find an area of the rectangle, you should know that the formula is A is equal to BH. So A equals BH, what is the base? Well, if you look at here, this is the base. This is the base right here. This is what we're talking about for base of your rectangle. And if you remember, we had said the base is the circumference. So it's right here is the formula that you're going to use. So A is equal to 2 pi r times what is the height? Height of your cylinder, which is 5. Okay, you're going to replace A is equal to 2 pi, what's R? Remember R is your radius, which is 2, over 5, times 5. So now you're going to multiply your 2, and the 5. 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 5 is 20. So A is equal to 20 pi. And you only have one side, one rectangle. So this answer here would be 20 pi feet square. Add up your numbers. 20 plus 8 is 28 pi feet square. All right, so now what I'd like you to do is try it on your own, and when you're ready, you can push play. So this is your problem for the next one. So hopefully you had written down for top and bottom the formula for area of a circle is A is equal to pi r squared. A is equal to pi, because we're keeping pi as pi. R is 8 inches, so it'll be 8 squared. A is equal to pi 64. Well, there's a top and a bottom, so 64 times 2 is 128 pi inches square. Now, it's okay if you put pi in front of the 128. It's okay that you switch it around, but in other math, it's usually the number first and then the symbol. Okay, side. Hopefully you knew that it's a rectangle, so the formula for area of a rectangle is A is equal to BH. A is equal to base is the circumference of a circle, so that would be 2 pi r times h, which is 14. A is equal to 2 pi, r is 8, 14. So now you're going to multiply the 2, the 8, and the 14. So when you multiply that out, you get A is equal to 224 pi. And there's only one side, so your answer is 224 pi inches square. Add up 128 plus 224, and you get 352 pi inches square.